Hi, this is a demonstration of our MobiCloud platform. So we are going to do a composition of a MobiCloud DSL using the online MobiCloud Composer, which is a graphical tool which lets you drag and drop things and uh, create DSL scripts without actually writing code. So you start by going to mobicloud.noises.org and you see this familiar IDE like environment where you have a toolbox to your left, some utility tooling to your right, a canvas in the middle, and a code window to the bottom. So how you compose is by dragging and dropping these items in the components. So let's create a task manager, one of the simplest examples that we have in our catalog. So you start by adding a model, a view, and a controller. So let me edit the attributes of this model and call this the task. And let me add 4 attributes: name, which is a string attribute; location, which is a string attribute; time, which is a date attribute; and the description, which is again a string attribute. Now the moment you do that, you see that the right DSL code has been generated to you in the bottom. So then I'm going to call this the and make it have 2 actions, which uh, gets this visual link between the 2 items, showing that this controller is linked to this model. So similarly, I'm going to rename this view, which is, I'm going to say the add view, and it's for the create task. And I'm going to drag and drop another view here, which I'm going to call the show view, which is the retrieve action. Now mostly our code is done. We need to add a few bits and pieces of metadata. So let me call it this one. And now our program is almost complete. Let's see whether it validates. It indeed validates, so we are fine. Now here we can generate code. So if I run the code wizard now, it will generate code for our application. And let's see. It generated code for Google App Engine, Android, BlackBerry, and EC2. Now let me show you what's been generated. Let's just get the GAE sample. Let me save this in my documents folder, and let me also get the Android one so that I can show you what's there in the Android one as well as the Google App Engine. So let's extract this one and let's see what goes in here. So you see that this is a web archive file, Java style, and all these classes have been generated for you. The bean classes, which are, let me open this with WordPad and show you what's going on here. So the bean classes have all the necessary imports, the Google imports, the JDO annotations put in place, and each of them, you see the items we marked as date has been added with Java util date. All the other string attributes have been added with the Java string type. And similarly, you can take a look at the servlet code, which is, now these XML servlets are the ones that work as the interfaces for the services. That is, whenever the mobile phones interact with this application, they go through this XML interface. Now you see that they have all the code, necessary code generated to do these XML DOM style XML documents. These can be uh, really hard to write if you write them by hand. Now let me show you one of these applications running in Google App Engine. So this is the same application that I deployed to Google App Engine. This is one of my known Google App IDs. So this is the same application which I generated a few days back running on Google App Engine. Now this is what has been done. So if you go to the show, it shows you, this is the human readable view which shows you like a HTML table, but if you actually want to see how the XML looks like, this is how the XML looks like. Now the same for add, which gives you these 4 boxes. Let me say something. Let me say 12 p.m. and something like this, and let me add my name here, something like this. I submit it and it's added. Now if I go back to my show, you see that it has been added here.
Okay, here's our generated application running on a real mobile phone. So let me open up my applications and go to the newly installed application, the to-do list application. This is what you will see. You will see 2 buttons, one for the adding a to-do item and the other for showing a to-do item. Let me see what items I have already here. So I click on this button and I see what I have already added in a list format. And let me go back and add an item. So let me say maybe 2 p.m. Location is home. And let's say something like take medicine. And let me put my name here. Oops. And we are done. So let me create. It should give me a small pop-up saying when it's created. Good. And now when I go to show, I should see it up here, and this the last entry. Yep. So this is the generated application running on a mobile phone.